Yo, what's going on? Deltanian here, and as you saw already, we're going to be trying out Charizard. But not only Charizard, we're also going to be trying out the new Zard deck, which actually is just a deck that drops Zard. So that's pretty funny, right? We got Arcanine, we got Moltres, we got Mew. Mew kind of replaced Charizard in Charizard's own deck, because it's basically a faster Charizard for the situations where you want Charizard. The only time this is not true is in the case of a certain water type, actually. Which is funny because Charizard is weak to water type, but there's one water type that only Charizard can specifically counter. And it's been picking up in popularity, which is Gyarados. So I do think Zard has a place in the meta. The one-shot ability is just too insane to not have a place in the meta, right? Like Crimson Storm, 200 damage. You know what it's doing. So we kind of cooked here. I decided what could help Charizard. Well, I used to throw Meowth in my Charizard deck because you want to get as many cards as possible. So I just kind of ran with that idea. I'm like, let me just throw a Chatot in there. We could burn cards, we could burn potions, we could burn Sabrina, Professor Research, Pokeballs, X-Speed if we need to lower our hand, dump our hand, if you will. And then we could just spam Chatot's Mimic ability and draw cards. Is this the best version of Charizard? No. The best version of Charizard is probably still just the Arcanine version, where you run one Growlithe, two Arcanines, two Moltres, two Charizard, two Charmeleon. You get the vibes. But I wanted to try a Chatot version. I feel like it could be pretty good for Charizard. You dump your hand, you let it build up. Most of the time you're not even going to use Chatot. You're just going to do your typical Moltres and Charmander things. But if you have bad luck drawing Zard, you just send Chatot out, maybe get two Mimics off, and then that's it. Obviously, I think the Arcanine deck is pretty good. It's been doing pretty good in tournaments so far, because it's basically a faster version of Zard. I mean, you have Arcanine one-shotting most of the game, Celebi, Pikachu, two-shotting Mewtwo, and then versus those hard-to-beat characters like Charizard and Mewtwo, you have Mew, which only needs 3 energy, so it gets online faster than everything else, and it cooks. It takes 3 colorless, so we just slapped it in the deck, right? But yeah, enough of me yapping about the teams. Let's actually use them. Alright, our first match here. Let's see how things can go for us. We're going second, which is pretty good if we start with Moltres. We don't. But honestly, Chatot's start here is not bad because we have a lot of cards we could just dump. Oh, a fellow Chatot enjoyer. Interesting. Wonder what they're running. It's probably the Chatot Gyarados deck where you kind of have the fossils and stuff, and you just put them down and destroy them. Yep. So he's just lowering his hand. I feel like you probably shouldn't have Professor there, knowing I have a Chatot myself. Discarding the fossils. Oh, that was a good play. Does he have another fossil as well? Okay. So my Chatot basically doesn't exist here. Not really a great Chatot moment. But we have Moltres, so this is actually pretty good. We have Charmeleon, so there's no point of using Chatot's attack here. And we're just gonna cook. We just need to get online before his Magikarp gets online. Which shouldn't be hard because we have Moltres doing Inferno Dance, right? So we should be able to get 4 energy. They could KO Moltres if they want to. We come in with Zard and we one-shot them. I believe this deck does run 2 Gyarados, but getting 8 energy before I get my energy would be insane. There they go, shuffling their hand. That's the end of their turn. Not really too lucky on the draws here, but I think we can just afford to retreat and let Moltres dance. We didn't expect to fight a Chatot team right away using Chatot as well, but here we are. And they have a hardcore Chatot team, you know? I mean, we basically didn't waste the energy if you think about it. They have nothing on their Magikarp though, so it's not too scary. Obviously, they could Misty and change that. They could literally just Misty right now and have Gyarados, and then that would be the end of days. Okay. XP. They're just burning cards to draw more. I kind of have a low hand myself though, so I'm not really worried about it. Like, they're not really shuffling that much. Okay, there's Sabrina. I mean, I might as well, just to waste an energy from them. I'm not actually gonna attack or anything. It's just to waste their energy. Or waste a turn of them not being able to get more cards, you know? We're just gonna dance here. Hopefully we get some good energy draws. Not really great, huh? I think 5 will be great, especially if they get Gyarados online soon. But we do have to get online fast, but not too fast, if that makes sense. If we get online too quick, I don't know how to explain it, but we don't want them to Gyarados in our face and then one-shot us, obviously. But we also don't want them to be able to build up 2 Gyaradoses and then I can't do anything. Okay, there's the 2 Gyaradoses, but do they have Misty? Because they would need a Misty. Can I get X-Speed, please, game? Or Charizard? I would like either or. Either or would be great. I kind of need, like, Charizard next turn. Honestly. Okay. 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 Still putting it on the same one. We need Zard, like, soon. Or else things are gonna go bad. Luckily, they only have one Gyarados that could be online, right? Unless Misty goes insane here. But if they pop off, which they did, shit. So we're gonna have to hope we get deck Charizard. I mean, we haven't pulled Professors or anything, so we have a chance here. And if we don't, they just out-Chatsotted us, you know? What can we say? Come on, show me Charizard. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some, right? That's it. Alright, well, things did not go well that first game, but I don't know. Fighting Chatot versus like a hardcore Chatot team is not the way you want things to go. We got a pretty good start if we get Growlithe here. And we're fighting a Mew deck, which is fine. They can't really do anything. They could do 70 damage for 3 energy if they want to. But it's probably some sort of Ralts Mewtwo deck, obviously. Mew is just the HP pool here. More than likely, I mean, I'm just assuming here. And let's just see how things go. Hopefully better than last time. You see, this is why you don't assume, you know? Sometimes in life, people have Flabébé. And they run Florges decks, you know? I don't know what Florges means, but it's here. Okay. I don't know if I put down both Growlithes, but I think I do. Not do that. And we dance. We dance, Moltres. Let's go. Obviously, Sabrina would be annoying, but it's only 220 damage, right? They could Flabébé and put me to sleep, which I think is actually their best bet. If they have X-Speed, to just do that. Honestly, you might want to run Flabébé in your decks. No, it's just worse. It's just a worse version of Jigglypuff if you don't evolve it, right? Never mind. We could get Arcanine online already. Obviously, we would need an X-Speed to be able to do it, but it is possible. There's side shots, 20 damage, no big deal. And let's see what we have here. We have leaf. Okay, that works. Obviously, it would be better if we had something like... what's it called? If we had Giovanni and X-Speed instead, that would have been cool. But we'll take our damage. We're gonna eat some damage back, but... unless they have Budding Warrior, this is kind of good for us. And we have so much HP here, it doesn't really matter. They're not going to be able to get anything online in time. Go ahead and Budding, bro. Go ahead and Budding. Oh, they X-Speed. Interesting. For sure we choose Sabrina though, right? I don't see why not. Especially if they put Mew in. If they don't put Mew in, then it's kind of like, unless we top deck a Geo. That's the other option. Oh, interesting. They want to genome hack me. That's interesting. We're going to start building up our other Arcanine. And we're just going to potion, so we don't actually have to worry about the genome hacking. Go ahead and genome hack us. Go ahead and genome hack us. I mean, go ahead. We eat those. Unless you have Giovanni. In which case, that's a little bit sad. But honestly, even if they had Geo, we could just bite with Growlithe, funnily enough. Okay. Wish we got a better Growlithe, honestly. Like, what is this? Arcanine... I mean, it's only a stage 1, so it doesn't really matter, but... this Growlithe is not cooking. 2 energy for a 20 damage attack, and it's just an interesting dilemma. Okay, LGM will get me in Mew range, so I do actually have to retreat here. Let's see what we pull here. Might as well. We get X-Speed and Geo. Nice. So we're gonna build up this Arcanine. Might as well. And what do we do? Obviously, we gotta retreat. Oh, yep. They lost. I mean, come on. Alright, Charizard is back. Let's get some redemption, Charizard. Going first is not great, but it's not the worst. Especially when you have an amazing hand like this. And we also have Leaf, so this is great. We're actually gonna put the Charmander down? No. And they're using... ooh, Executes. This is a interesting turn of events. What if I just turn one Sabrina? Why not? Get that egg out of here. I don't want you building up energy. It's annoying. Mainly because Charizard can take some big damage from that Executor there. If it gets to build up energy quickly. And it only takes 2 turns to get online. If you don't attack it, which I don't plan on. Obviously, I could just Leaf and Charmander, whatever they put in front. Which may be worth it, or maybe it's better to just get Zard online. I don't really know where I stand on that debacle. Obviously, that's only if they put the Execute back in the slot, because Petalil will live with 10 HP. And if Petalil just stays in the front, then I just Inferno Dance, obviously. Are they just gonna blot? I mean, Lilligant is annoying. They don't blot. That's an interesting choice. I mean, Chatot would be okay to draw here. I mean, we just have it. If things start going worse, then we just do what we gotta do. I mean, we gotta use Leaf and put Chatot down. And we could probably Potion if they attack us. So, we actually would dump our whole hand, basically. If they don't have anything to put down. And honestly, it might be worth it to do that next turn. And then we could just switch back into Moltres. Okay, they have Executor EX. Interesting. And they have Lilligant. Do they just attack with Lilligant then? They do. Okay, well, we're not gonna switch in Chatot, I can tell you that much. They basically used all the cards that they own. There's 50. That's fine. Who are they putting the energy on? Okay, I feel like that should have just went to Delmise. But maybe I'm coping? I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to put it on Delmise because Executor is always online. It only needs 1 energy. Unless you plan on retreating it. The most damage they could do next turn is 80. So I'm actually fine to just Inferno Dance again. Hopefully we can start to pull something. Obviously, I forgot. They could flip heads and have Geo. That's the only way this thing goes down here. It's Moltres. We do need a Zard though, so I don't know what's going on here. But if they don't use anything, I mean, I just Potion, and then I put in Chatot, I use Leaf. And maybe I put down a Charmeleon as well. I mean, just empty my hand so we have a higher chance of getting Zard. Oh, well, there's Zard. I don't need to do that shit no more. Do I just go for it? I see why not? We're gonna just retreat into Zard. We will Potion? I think we just put Chatot down. Just in case they get any funny ideas. And we're just gonna stop you for 200. I mean, if you actually get Charizard, you're in a pretty good position. They could send in Executor, but that'll lose them the game. So Delmise most likely comes out here. There they go. But if we pull Sabrina, I mean, they're cooked. And I feel like I have no reason not to just hit Slash here, right? I might as well. It's basically the same thing. They're gonna be able to hit me for 20 and then 90, which is annoying. 20 plus 90, 110. Yeah, they don't have enough damage. Unless they flipped heads with Executor. Alright, and this is the final match here. Unless it's like 2 seconds long. With Mew Arcanine, this is probably a bad start though. But we do have X speed, so we need Growlithe and oh. We actually can attack with our Mew and they can, so that's interesting to think about. We do get Moltres though, so all we're missing is Growlithe. And it's not like we have an energy this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter if we don't get Growlithe yet. Professors, Growlithe would be great. That's all I'm worried about right now. Another Moltres would be okay though. I just want to be able to Inferno Dance, you know? Especially since the only thing I'm facing right now is a Mew. Genome hacking isn't exactly gonna help that. Okay. I guess I just put the energy on Mew. Unless I want to attack with Moltres. I guess it does 2-shot Mew, right? We'll just wait. I mean, Mew is here to tank and deal with Mewtwo's if possible. And we don't know that there is a Mewtwo on the opposing side yet. We have to see. Could be Flabébé, you never know what psychic type it could be. Could be Delmise or Sigilyph. Yeah, this is a Pidgeot deck, you see? You never know. Don't assume anything. But with that being said, it is worth building up Mew now. For sure. Because Pidgeot does 140. Which actually is not enough now that I think about it. We're not having this thing we call luck, obviously, but we'll be here. Maybe I should have threw a Buddy in this deck, I don't know. This is really not good though. Their Pidgey is getting set up and I have Mew here sitting in the front. Yep, they have 2 energy and they have Pidgeotto. They could have Pidgeot next turn and then I'm cooked. Obviously, we have a low amount of bench Pokemon, so it's only doing 100 damage right now, but we do want to get Growlithe, obviously. Are they gonna go for the 30? Are they greedy? No, they're searching for that Pidgeot. Okay. So that tells me that they most likely don't have Pidgeot yet. The fact that they just did that Sigilyph play here. Can you show us what we need, please? That would be great. Oh. Okay, we're doing that. What do we do now? That is the question, right? Oh boy. Yep. Okay. We can KO Sigilyph next turn, I guess, but I don't know that that's something I actually care to do. They don't have any more Pokemon. We don't know if they have something on their bench or not, though. I mean, in their hand that they haven't used yet. You can only draw 2 more cards. There's Moltres. Okay, so we just X-Speed. Not pulling Growlithe is kind of insane, but that is the problem running Mew. I mean, you do clog up the deck a little bit. We're gonna get rid of this Sigilyph guy. I don't like his vibe. Obviously, we could Professor Research, which is safer, maybe. We're just gonna take our KO. Do not Inferno Dance, please, Darien. Don't do that. There we go. They still only do 120 damage, so we're safe from any KOs. So maybe they send a Mew? No, they send in Pidgeotto. Wait, I think if they Pidgeot, we still win. They haven't KO'd anything, so Flute won't do anything. So we do actually kind of win here. Because we just smacked them for 70, and then we put the energy on Mew. They KO us, and then Mew gets the KO. Okay. I think they actually did find their win, Con. Because now we're going to be an energy shy of what we wanted to do. What's another way to win this? What is another way to win this? That is the question. Is there another way to win this? I guess I should be saying. I don't know that there is. So we could put the energy, X-Speed, smack with Moltres, but then they just two-shot everything. Well, not everything. Yeah, I think we X-Speed. Because they can't one-shot Moltres, right? So it's the same thing. It's still a two-shot. Unless they have Sabrina again. So we need to double potion our Mew. Okay. I think it still does 120, right? So I think that doesn't actually make a difference, but it makes me feel better, so we're gonna do that. Don't have Sabrina again. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. You don't want to do that. I wonder what they do here. So they're gonna smack us. We put an energy into Mew. We smack them again. They KO us. We put an energy into Mew. And then they're done. They X-Speed. You see? They gotta switch. Into Pidgeotto. Okay. I wonder if that actually makes a difference here. Do they one-shot me now? I think so. Well, doesn't matter actually. We could KO them. Right. Let's just do this. So we KO them. And then they have to send in something. They either send in Mew, which does no damage, or they have to send in Pidgeot, which Mew can one-shot. Well, now that I've KO'd so many Pokemon, that's still true. It does exactly 100. So unless they potion, we're good. If they potion, they got us. Do they run potion though? That's the question. I don't actually know the answer to that question either. This is an interesting battle. There's Mew. Okay. There's Budding. What was the point of doing that? Oh, they actually did a good play there. I see. Okay. That was smart. They actually got me. I didn't see the point in that, but they actually did it. I mean, they only do 100 damage back. But does that matter? Oh, they probably have flutes. They got flutes. So they won. I mean, I'm fine with a Pidgeot actually winning, you know? You don't see that every day. They're just gonna flute me. Flute, 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 flute. They have their whole deck, so Pidgeot's obviously gonna run flute. And I'm done. I'm cooked. There it goes. The rare flute W, you know? There's Moltres. The rare Pidgeot flute W. I didn't really know if I had a play to win there, though. But that's going to be the end of the video. One loss, one win with each. So maybe Charizard's still on top. I don't know. Charizard wouldn't have had to deal with that. Charizard would have one-shotted that little thing. But if you made it to the end, consider subscribing. And with that being said, this is Delta Neon out. Peace.